Welcome to a night of magic where the music is honored at the 2013 SESAC Christian Music Awards, taking a look back at the best songwriters, publishers, and artists from the past year.
There's so many musical styles out there, but there's only one gospel.
Man, I love being at SESAC. It's great.
I've been with this company now for 8 years, and they've just been so good to me. I mean, I've never wondered that I wasn't being treated rightly or better than I deserve with them, and so I'm very glad to be here.
I wish you all a good evening, enjoy the food, and I want to introduce my colleague Tim Fink, who will make this evening even a better success. Timmy.
Welcome everybody to SESAC's annual Christian Music Awards. Before we get into some of the awards, we would like to get things rolling in the right direction. I can't think of a better way to do that than with a song. SESAC songwriters Cole Wallowak and John White, better known as Goatee recording artists Capital Kings.
I'll be the song that's rocking in your headphones. I'll show you the signs to let you know you'll never on the street that's to guide you home. I'll be the GPS when you lost your phone. I'll be the song that's rocking in your headphones. I'll show you the signs to let you know you'll never be alone.
At this point, I'd like to bring out the one and only, many of you would say thank goodness, our Senior Director of Writer-Publisher Relations, Mr. John Mullins, who will help host this evening's festivities. Get it up for John.
It's always an honor and a privilege to work with gifted and honorable people. We never take that for granted here at SESAC.
Please help me welcome Dove Award winner, Centricity music recording artist, Mr. Aaron Schust.
I am truly thankful to help present the awards for Out of My Mind, Can't Get Over You, and my personal favorite, that one of the three, We Are Free, to the songwriters Juan Otero, Seth Mosley, and accepting for publisher my friend Cabo Music is Adam Edelstein, and for Centric Songs, Steve Rice.
We are free to love like our God has loved. We are free to give like He gave. We are free from sin. We are free to begin to forgive as He forgave. We are free.
Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome Dove Award recipient, platinum-selling fair trade recording artist, Mr. Mark Schultz.
When it feels like my heart is breaking, hold on, there is strength, knowing I belong to the one who's making all things possible. My God is strong and mighty, my God is faithful, my hope is in the Lord, for He is able. My God is strong and mighty, my God is faithful, my hope is in the Lord, for He is able.
Up next, we want to invite to the stage our friend from Billboard magazine, Mr. Wade Jessen. Wade, did you come join me for a minute? Appreciate it.
This year I'm happy to acknowledge, along with the SESAC Award, that the #1 contemporary Christian song for all of 2012, which spent 15 weeks at #1, was Where I Belong, written by Jason Ingram, recorded by Building 429. Accepting for publisher Sony ATV Timber is Holly Zabka, and for West Main Music is David Stenebring. Congratulations.
Welcome. Plum.
How many times have you heard me cry out, God, please take this? How many times have you given me strength to just keep breathing? Oh, I need you, God, I need you now.
this point, I'd like to invite up to the stage SESAC's Senior Vice President, Mr. Trevor Gale, to help us present our final group of awards. Trevor, please come up and join us if you would.
A lot of times I'm in all these different meetings with hip-hop people and rock and rollers, and I'm talking about y'all. And I'm very proud of all of you as SESAC songwriters. I'm just proud to be amongst you. I'm proud that we represent you. And it's every time I go away, I'm just, man, you gotta hear what these people are writing. It's amazing. You gotta hear them. You gotta meet them. This final array of awards comes from what has been another amazing year for this incredibly talented individual. Not to mention having the most performed song at Christian radio in 2012, that we honor him for those accolades. But also to announce that the SESAC 2012 Christian Songwriter of the Year is Mr. Jason Ingram. And the SESAC 2012 Christian Publisher of the Year is Sony ATV Timber. Accepting for the publisher Sony ATV Timber is Terry Hemmings, Holly Zapka, and Devon DeVries. DeVries, come on up.
I was telling my wife today on the way here, so I've had the pleasure of this moment 6 or 7 years now. And, you know, if you get it, it's sort of like the room kind of goes like, you know? And if you don't get it, and Seth gets it, which is happening, the room's gonna like kind of look at me and be like, so Seth and I are friends. I'm a mad fan. I was reading through some different songwriters that have been writing for our genre before us about a year and a half ago. And names like Isaac Watts and Charles Wesley. And there was a girl in the pack, her name's Fanny Crosby, and she's written 8,000 songs. And so when I'm like, man, you know, like I wrote 85 songs this year, you know, like I'm not gonna touch Fanny Crosby. And so she's this woman, she's written 8,000 songs. She lived in the late 1800s through the early 1900s, and she got sick when she was a little kid, and medicine was a little, it wasn't what it is today, all right? So they start treating her with some medication, and she went blind. She went blind as a little kid, and she was blind her whole life. She never saw. And, but she became one of the greatest songwriters of the faith of all of history. She lived in a little community. It was a very impoverished community. And her neighbor, she bumped into her neighbor one day, and just outside the door, and her neighbor said, "If only I had money, I could make a name for myself in this world." And Fanny replied, she said, "Take the world, but give me Jesus." I was reading and I thought, that's a song for today. And so Jason Roy came over, and "Take this world, but give me Jesus" has become another anthem for another generation. And it wasn't my idea. I think the power in it is just the truth of it and where it came from. And so I want to share that with you guys, and just say that really, like, let's just keep that, you know, let's keep it about that. Yeah, thank you guys.
It was an amazing night tonight, the 2013 SESAC Christian Music Awards. They came, they saw, they conquered, and honored God. We'll be back next year.